In November 2006, a man walked into a London hospital with a strange illness. His hair was falling out. His skin was turning pale. His body was shutting down, slowly, painfully. The man's name was Alexander Litvinenko, a former Russian spy, and what happened to him would trigger an international scandal and a murder mystery the world had never seen before. Litvinenko once worked for the FSB, the successor to the Soviet KGB. He was no ordinary agent. He investigated high-level corruption inside Russian intelligence, and what he found terrified him. He claimed the FSB was controlled by mobsters, silencing journalists and blowing up buildings to justify war. And he accused one man at the center of it all, Vladimir Putin. In 2000, fearing for his life, Litvinenko fled Russia. He escaped to London, where he was granted asylum. But exile didn't silence him. It made him louder. He began writing books and giving interviews, exposing secret operations and naming names. He believed truth was his protection. He was wrong. On November 1st, 2006, Litvinenko met two men at a London hotel, Andrei Lugovoy and Dmitry Kovtun, both former KGB agents. They had tea, they shook hands, they smiled. By nightfall, Litvinenko was vomiting. Doctors were baffled. No virus, no poison they could detect. 3 weeks later, he was dead. Then the truth emerged. He had been poisoned with polonium-210, one of the deadliest radioactive substances on Earth. Just a single microgram was enough to kill him, and it had been slipped into his tea. British investigators launched the most high-profile espionage case in decades. Radiation was found across multiple London locations, including planes, hotels, and restaurants. A radioactive trail led directly back to the two Russian agents. The evidence was undeniable, but the suspects had already returned to Moscow, and the Russian government refused to extradite them. An official British inquiry concluded that the assassination was probably approved by President Putin himself. But to this day, no one has been arrested. No one has stood trial. And the murder weapon, polonium-210, could only have come from a state nuclear facility. Litvinenko's death wasn't just a murder. It was a message. To whistleblowers, to spies, to the world. You can run, you can speak, but someone is always watching. Alexander Litvinenko died slowly, over 22 days, in a hospital bed, under police protection, under global media coverage, under unbearable pain. His final words were, "You may succeed in silencing one man, but the scream of truth will ring out." Today, his story is still a warning, a chilling reminder that in the world of espionage, truth is dangerous and sometimes deadly.